In this video, I'll show 4 myths about highs, 2 types of high screams, and the trick to make it sound like Will Ramos. Myth number 1. I used to sound constipated and get my highs made fun of on the internet because I believed this myth. The myth is that highs are only about mouth shapes. Yes, that will get you higher, but that's only by like 30%. What's more important is that you have to use your head voice, aka your siren voice, to do it instead of your shouting register. Hey! Hey! Can't you tell that this is higher than this? Yeah, you gotta scream up here. Myth number 2. This myth makes a lot of people think they know what head voice is, but they actually don't. The myth is that just having the vibrations in your nasal area is being in your head voice, but that's incorrect. So it is true that when you're in head voice, many people report it up here, but it's possible to get the vibrations up here without being in your head voice. And as a result, you won't sound nearly as high as you could be. And sometimes you can tell that you have this problem if you sound constipated. You more want to sound like this. Myth number 3, and if you feel like you sound airy and quiet, then pay attention. The myth. Head voice is the same thing as falsetto. Head voice is not the same thing as falsetto. If you sound fluty and airy, that's falsetto. Meanwhile, a much fuller note is what I consider head voice. The problem is that if you use falsetto, the airiness from that register will make a weak scream, like a cat with asthma, and as cute as they are, we do not want that. So you have to make sure to use a strong, unairy note as a bass. In other words, use head voice instead of falsetto. The next myth is that only fry screams can go high. That's not true, and funny enough, that kind of sets us up to talk about the first type of high scream you can do. High scream number 1, and actually real quick as a reminder, everyone vibes with their voice in their own way. So if these methods that I'm gonna show you don't click for you, no stress. I dropped a free training in the description that goes deeper into getting your scream sorted. So back to the video. This first high scream is what Brian Garris of Knock Loose does to give him that unique high sound. This is called a head voice false chord scream. For this scream, you want to be in your head voice, but flap your false chords so you get a crunchy sound. So to do this, pant like a small dog and act like you're getting choked. And make sure to use your head voice behind it. And I don't remember how I came up with that, but it worked for me. If you do that and feel the crunch and practice that, push that out with your stomach and you'll get this. High scream number 2. This is the type of high that is the highest type of scream. And this is what Austin Carlisle from Of Mice and Men uses. This is called a head voice fry scream. This happens when you close your vocal cords to get them to sputter together like this, while of course being in your head voice. So one way you can do this is to close your mouth, hold a head voice note, and then get nasal. Once you get that, open your mouth, and if it sounds shrieky, but like in a cool way, you got it. Now, both of these high screams are sick, but if you want to get even higher and go as high as Lorna Shore, we got to do a few more steps. So first, I want you to do something called twang, where you kind of put the tone in your nose and you get very nasally. And after that, use the aba. And that will transform your scream from to. And once you get that, I want you to replace all the vowels of whatever you're saying with that twanged ah. So for example, if you were to say, I love burritos, that would turn into, yeah, I love burritos. Yeah, I love burritos. Okay, so what if you sound like Elmo? What if you feel dry, if it hurts, if you need more approaches or feedback? No worries, reminder to check out the free training below the video for answers. So back before I figured out my high screams, I just thought my voice was too low. But if I could talk to my younger self, I'd tell myself this: you are far more capable than you think, but sometimes we just need a little bit of help. So now you know how to go high, you might want to expand your range the other way. So watch this video right here to do low gutturals.